Welcome to the house that Hammer built by the nation for the nation. Welcome to Raider Nation News today. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday wherever you guys are at. Yes, it's finally here. Training camp 2024 training camp for our Las Vegas Raiders has started. The vets reported today. Moments ago, Antonio Pierce wrapped up the first press conference. We are going to get into that momentarily. Y'all know the routine, and if you don't, I'm going to learn you real quick. Break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. Yes, I am back. I talked about this over the weekend on IG for those that saw it. Baby steps. I wanted to get comfortable. Right now, we are doing this on the fly, so I still have to get comfortable with all this equipment and everything. But let me do a quick roll call and shout out everybody that's in here. David Zahn, salute. Thank you. Thank you for reaching out as much as you did over these last 3 months. And to a lot of others, LV Maximus, Taino. I know there's people I'm missing right now, but guys, I appreciate you reaching out, checking in on me. From the bottom of my heart, it means a lot. Redbone, what's up, bro? Ely, Key is in the building. Hi, Key. Adam Sweeney, Van City, Space Beast, Huey P, John L. What is good, guys? Let's get more people in here. We'll get into the press conference, and I absolutely want to hear from you guys as well. So you guys can ask questions in the chat. I will open up the vault line maybe towards the end. We'll see how this show goes. And from there, we will figure out how long we'll actually go for. We'll see how the show goes to determine how long we will be on for. Again, I know it's been quite some time. It's felt good to be off. There's really nothing else I can say about that right now. But I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. And I see right now from what I'm looking at, we only have 18. Share it out. I'm not on a whole bunch of platforms today. I am on YouTube, and that's it. We're not on any other platforms today. Again, we're gonna start this off slow. We're hitting the ground running right now. I do want to run back up though. We were getting so close to 9K. Spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm back. If something breaks, if there's something to talk about, I will be on to the best of my ability moving forward. And again, the growth of this channel does not happen without each and every single one of you. So I appreciate y'all that are pulling on up right now. And I love the kind words as well. You guys are crazy. I haven't missed a beat, clearly. Look at this beautiful face. Yeah, I ain't much to look at, but okay. Yes, I'm back. Mike Rain, what's good? True Raider, it's been a minute. Hope all is well, brother. Appreciate you, man. Glad to see your face. Blessings to you. Appreciate you. You'll have one thing Graphic will not have. Look, what am I missing here? Salute to Graph as well. Much love to him, most definitely. Much love to Wasted. Much love to all the Raider content creators, man. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all. I really, really do. And keep doing what you guys are doing. You know what? I see we still have a few. This is, again, it's been a while, so it's going to take a while to get back to normal and see where we once were when it came to the chat. Bourbon, my guy. Salute. Joey Chic, appreciate you. Yeah, let's get into this presser. Let's hear what AP had to say. I want to hear you. I want to see what you guys have to say in the chat. And again, if all goes well, we will open up the vault line and take your calls at some point today as well. So here we go.
Yeah, how you doing? Welcome to Southern California.
AP, you want competition at every position, but specifically about the quarterback, what they're going to be battling with no joint practices, and you never know what you're playing in the preseason games. Does it just makes practice even that much more vital?
Well, I think more importantly, when we look at our team, we feel really good about our defense. And I think when you do have competition, you're going against one another, that's a great opportunity to showcase. So regardless of the joint practices, the preseason games don't take care of themselves, but we got 16 so practices for these guys to go at it and compete like they've been doing all spring and let the best man win.
Do you have like an ideal time frame for you on when you want to make that decision on the quarterback?
When it's right, when it's obvious. Like, okay, it's like a no-brainer. no need to rush it. I mean, but when it's clear and it's evident, then we need to make that decision and move forward.
Talked about Aiden, how he's got some more swagger this year. What have you seen from Gardner so far, and what does he have to show you to kind of get the job?
Yeah, I mean, both guys got a little swag now. That's kind of cool, right? Aiden didn't have so much last year, but he's kind of picked it up. And then with Gardner, just his personality is so unique, so free-spirited, but more importantly, a great teammate. He loves to compete. His attitude, his purpose, each and every rep that he takes, you can see that there's a driven player there that's always been an underdog. And that's a good thing for the Raiders because that carries over to the rest of our team and guys feed off of it.
For lack of a better term, hey, Antonio, what's the standing board look like right now in that quarterback race?
Where it was when we left spring.
Are they even? Somebody taking the lead? Or?
We got some more practices to go at it, to be honest with you. You know, I don't think it's fair to do it. I mean, the offseason, there's not pads on. I mean, our O-line, D-line, you know, the way that's working out with protection, it's different when we get the pads on. Then you get a
Uh-oh. What are we doing? Zon, appreciate you, bro. All of a sudden it just froze up. Are we going to stop here and we're going to just talk? We're going to shoot the shit? Let's see.
As of right now,
No, that ain't it.
It seems like
Something just completely ruined this just now.
the Raiders because that carries over to the rest of our team and guys feed
There you go.
off of it.
For lack of a better term, hey, Antonio, what's the standing board look like right now in that quarterback race?
Really know what he has. Like, how much does that play into thinking about who's the starter?
Zero. Best player for help the Raiders win games is all that matters.
AP, I know that you're the coach, you're going to make the decision, but how much will you listen to Luke or your captains, or is this going to be your gut telling you?
I think myself, Telesco, and Luke Getsy will be the main guys there making that decision.
Early in the spring, what did you see from your defense that you really liked, and how confident are you that they're going to elevate the play of the offense as well throughout training camp?
Yeah, just how comfortable they are with the system now. Year 3 with Patrick Graham, the communication, the continuity, the ability to play with one another, feel one another. I mean, it was a really, really good spring for our defense. They were gelling well. Add Christian in there. It was like he was with us the last couple of years. So they got to keep picking it up. It is a strength of our team. I mean, there's no need to lie about it. I mean, they're really good, and they got to be good this year.
As you go through training camp here, are you looking for a slow build as you work towards
There's
week
nothing
one?
slow about what we're doing. We're hitting the field running.
What are you looking to get out of these 2 weeks here in Costa Mesa? Then?
Bonding, competition, physicality, creating the Raider identity, and then really putting our stamp on what we want to have our play style look like, both on offense, defense, and special teams.
I think that it's safe to say that physicality is something that you want to hang your hat on and be, part of your identity. How anxious are you or excited are you to get the pads on? I know it's a few days away, but to start setting that tone.
Yeah, I just think it's time. Our guys are eager. There's a lot of burn and desire in our players that want to just get out there and play. We got a couple days here where we can't do it, so we got to slow them down a little bit. But come next Tuesday, it's full throttle. We'll scrimmage, we'll go live, we'll tackle, we'll do all the good stuff to really get some competition and get a good feel for our team.
Along those lines, what's the message to the team that you send on the way, arriving here, knowing that you've been there, done that a bunch of times as a player?
I haven't told them that yet, so we'll discuss that this afternoon. But the key thing is, when you go to training camp and you go away, it's the brotherhood. It's us against the world. The good thing about it, we can't have fans here, right? So we're gonna have to entertain one another, and sometimes that's a good thing. When you're in training camp at home, you get to run to mom and dad and the family, and the kids and the wife. Well, when they get to that hotel, it's each other. It's one another. So same thing for the coaches. I think it's going to be really critical for our team to become the tightest unit possible. It's all peaches and cream right now, right? Sun's bright. There's going to be some dark moments and some dark days. And we're going to have to be ready to go through some adversity together.
Being from Southern California, being here, being a Raiders fan, what does it mean to you?
I love it. 30 miles from where I grew up. I landed, when the plane hit the tarmac, I smiled. It felt good to be, for me, home. I'm excited. I'm excited for our players to be here and have a great opportunity to enjoy some nice weather and get away for a little bit for 17 days until we go back to Vegas.
Do you anticipate all 90 being cleared to play? Any health issues at all coming into?
As of now, dude, I mean, those guys, when we left a little early so we can come and check out the field. So we'll have that answer probably a little bit later.
The last couple of years, you guys didn't really play many starters in preseason games, specifically for the quarterbacks. Do you think that would be necessary for them to kind of get some live reps for you to make a decision?
I expect all our guys to play in preseason.
AP is talk about the emotion, please. Your first training camp as a head coach compared to your first training camp as a player.
Ooh, as a player, I was nervous, throwing up, I'm scared. I was carrying shoulder pads and helmets for all the vets. It's a little different. People hand me water now. People tell me which way to go, so it's a little different. But being the head coach of the Raiders is special. Having my first training camp back in Los Angeles, Southern California area is really special to a degree for me because it's full circle, right? I said I grew up watching the Raiders from 82 to 94 in Los Angeles. And be able to have opportunity to bring the organization back here and to do it as a head coach, I'm honored.
Is it fair to say that you're more confident as a head coach than you were as a player and there's no throwing up right now?
I am more confident because as a player, you don't know what to expect, right? You were fighting for your life. Training camp back then was 6 weeks long. It was 2 a days. You were banging every day. It hurt. Now it's a little different. Here, you can really gauge and control the tempo of your players and practice. There might be days we say we got pads on, and if I don't feel like it, we're not going to have pads on. So you control the narrative, obviously, as a head coach, and I'm going to do what's best for the players.
I'm going to touch on this real quick. Chris, this is a very, very valid point, and this was one thing that you have to give him the utmost of respect for. The coaching staff that he's brought in, he brought in a lot of vets, a lot of guys with years upon years upon years of experience as coaches, as head coaches at this level. He's going to be able to pick their brains, share ideas. He's going to be able to get input from them, but also be able to give input for them as well. And that's one thing that we didn't see last year when we had that dictatorship. These guys are going to feed off of one another just as much as the players are going to feed off of one another this coming season as well. And I am 1,000% here for it. I don't think we need to play anything more from the presser. I want to hear from you guys. I want to see what you guys have to say in the chat, which I'm paying attention to right now. We're just live on the presser. We can go to your takes now, Hammer. It was a who's who of chat members on Raiders YouTube. Appreciate you, Hugsies, and glad to see you in here, bro. Much love, much appreciation. Space Beast, 199 super. First one in a long time. I picked the wrong day to quit drinking and supers. Salute to you, my guy. Appreciate you. Too many Chiefs and not enough Indians. We will see. I think collectively they're going to be able to come together and make conscious football decisions moving forward, whether it's transactions, whether it is things that are done on the field offensively, defensively, special teams wise. And I'm 1,000% here for it. The one thing right now that I'm most concerned about, and you guys know I've been away for 3 months. The one thing that I'm most concerned about right now, more than anything else, is the quarterback position. I am looking forward to this competition. You have O'Connell in his second year, his sophomore year. Right now, they're splitting. First, it was he's supposed to be taking first team reps, but a couple of weeks back, it was stated that they're going to be splitting reps. So this is a legit QB competition. That's the one thing that I've been nervous about with our team going into this season. We will see what happens in the preseason. We will see who plays in the preseason because, again, we really didn't see starters last year at all. It's just going to be a matter of everybody gelling. We saw O'Connell in the preseason last year, and everybody was excited for him, and then he became the emergency backup going into the start of the regular season because McDaniels did not believe that he was developed, did not believe he was ready. So, again, year 2, and this is the one thing when it comes to players in the NFL, year 2 is completely different from your rookie season. Your rookie season, you have the draft and all that other nonsense. You have the combine, you have the draft, so on and so forth. Your sophomore year, you have the offseason, you have OTAs, you have the voluntaries, you have training camp, you have the preseason, you have everything. So it's like, you'll be ready come the start of the season. And a lot of people have been giving O'Connell praise and everything he has done throughout the OTAs, throughout these practices that they've had so far. So again, time will tell. We'll see if year 2 will be his year. But then you have a guy on a 2-year, $25 million contract in Gardner Minshew, a guy that has played for 4 other teams prior. He's won games when they've mattered. It's going to be a tough competition. I still don't want to sit here and give a prediction on the season. I've had people that have asked me on other platforms, and I've told them, and you guys know this as well, I normally wait at least 2-3 weeks into the season when I see the 53-man roster to fully assess and be like, okay, this is where we're going to be by season's end. But I've said to a couple of these other guys, like, this is where I see us. I'm not going to say what I think right now because, again, I'd much rather assess. Let's see. Van City, I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you. Carlos and Fuego, it's been a minute. Hammer, it's just win, baby. Let's fucking go. And it's okay. Raider Nation will black out Southern California. Talk that shit, bro. Marvin Lewis understands what he is doing, is in support of AP. There you go. There you go. See, Elite already. She's bringing that heat. She's bringing that straight hot fire. AP said he expects starters to play in the preseason. So, well, see, already something different from what we saw last year. And I'm absolutely here for it. Look, if you had the starters out there for a quarter, which us growing up, most of us growing up, some of y'all around my age, some of y'all younger, but that's what we would see. And there were times where you would see starters play like a whole half. We shall see. And right now, it seems that the league is really trying to get an 18th game. It's at a very high level right now. Don't know at this point where they stand, but there's a lot of talks right now as it pertains to the season being extended. An 18th game. We shall see. Only if you don't want... Oh, man. It's O'Connell's job to loot. There you go. Whoever wins the QB1 is fine. At least the backup will be good. There you go. Hope it will be a good camp, and we need the camaraderie. Yes, we do. Omni, what's good, bro? How are you? Elite, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to do everything in my power to stay the course today, not become emotional. I did miss you guys, though. And again, those that have reached out, I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Leaky, what's good, Oos? Appreciate you. Thank you. I recall those days of starters playing a quarter, then progressing to a half by the last get. There you go. So, look, you have a guy that played during those times in our head coach, Antonio Pierce. You have a coaching staff that a lot of them saw those players do the same thing or had their players do the same exact thing. So I'm here for it. I cannot wait to see where this takes us right now. It's only the first day, granted. Yes, the vets are there right now. They're going to be in SoCal for, I think he said, another 16, 17 days. So once we get back to Henderson and we start preseason, I'll be even more excited. I will try my best. I know you guys miss these. I will try my best to do the live play-by-play of the preseason games. Of course, I'll be here during the regular season to do those as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. And we have a lot of stuff that's going to be coming down the pipe. I have ideas. I have things that I want to do moving forward, and you guys are not going to want to miss that. Get the bat signal out there. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you haven't already, what are you doing? Break them thumbs. Hammer that sub. Smash the bell. If that's who I think it is, salute, salute, salute. Tribal Chief vibes are back. Do we drop it one time? Acknowledge me. Been a minute, I know. But you know what? We need to do this one because it's been so long. That feels so damn good. Think about first-year coaches. They struggle because they attempt to do it all themselves. They later learn that it will take a village to properly run a team. Consultants are a vet move by AP. Salute to my guy. Spot on with that comment. Appreciate you, bro. It's really, really hard to do this again. Trying to maintain multiple screens. Trying to get back to this part of the chat, and I can't seem to get to the top of the screen. I guess that's gonna sit. That comment's gonna sit there for a while. Oh well. Salute to the, I think it says 68, 69. It's been a while, so I know it's going to be a while before we get back to normal and see 200, 300, 400, 500 people in the chat. But I appreciate each and every single one of y'all that are here. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here with me. I really don't understand why I can't get back to the top. Yeah, the mouse is not letting me do it for whatever reason. I might have to take that one down. Hold on, guys. Sorry for the dead air. You know I hate that. But this one's not letting me get back to the top chat. Let me fix this. 2 seconds. I hope you guys are still there when I get back. All right, so yeah, we got that fixed. Here it is. Easy, I appreciate you. That felt awesome. Yeah, there we go. Now we're in sync. Goosebumps, and everybody's throwing it up in there. I took that chant for granted in Oakland. We're back, baby. There you go. Word me for a sec. Ooze. I had to approve the Adam, thank you, man. Appreciate you. All right. We've been on. I know this clock isn't right because I am still, again, trying to adjust, and there was some problems with the way that I did it. Because, again, we are only on YouTube today. I'm not on all the other platforms like I used to do. We might go back to that. Right, David, I was rocking 4, but I just turned off the 4th one above me. That's where I normally have you guys. So for some reason, it was acting kind of sketch. So we're running on 3 right now. It is what it is. But when I went live, I guess I wasn't live. So one thing said it was streaming. Okay, cool. I thought I was live. No, I actually had to click go live. And I think I was talking to myself for a good 8 minutes. And then click go live. And that's when people started to come into the chat. So I appreciate y'all pulling on up. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask in the chat. I did want to do something the other day. I did want to put something out, but even like IG and stuff, I haven't been on. And I wanted to put something out there. If you guys had questions, I was going to answer them during this live. But you guys can ask your questions now. And like I said, so you got me on 20 minutes. So I was talking to myself, I think, for about 12 minutes. That's actually pretty interesting. I will open up the vault line momentarily. I know there's a couple that will definitely call in because they haven't seen me in quite some time. So I know they will try to call in. I will set that up actually right now. So we will be locked and loaded. The tribe has been waiting for the return. There's one thing that I can truly say, and I'll wait until, yeah, these screens are really acting up right now. I'm going to wait until the end to talk about that. Rosetown, what's good? AOC or Gardner wins the job. I'm here for the competition. I think O'Connell ultimately wins it unless he does something to decline from what he was doing or decline from what he did last season with us. Severe was good, man. T Severe was good. Any news on Raiders bringing in a free agent? I haven't heard anything, Mike. I have not heard anything. Can your bros from Tijuana, Mexico get a Brock Bowers? You say it with authority. It's been a while, right? All right. I don't know why. I already messed up because I read it the way I said it the way I just read it, right? Let me get ready, guys. Hold up. Brock Bowers. I good? Am I back? Oh, definitely not, Leaky. Definitely not. I don't need that. I don't need that crap. Was that good, Armando? Was that what? Are we good? Having fun, y'all. All right. So let's get this moving. All right, that's off. All right, I think we're good. Can't imagine O'Connell declining in camp. Gardner would have to outwork him for the spot. Yeah. Put that bat signal out there again, guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You see where we're at right now, and we were over 89 before I took the hiatus. Let's run it back up. Let's get to 9K. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I don't know if this still works. Let's see if it pops up in the chat. If not, I'll put the number up there for you guys. I appreciate all y'all pulling on up and hanging out. It's been a minute. I know. I don't think it's going to pull up. All right, you know what? We're going to have to put it up this way. I'm surprised it didn't show up, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You guys see it on the, well, you don't see it on the screen. You see it in the chat. I don't know why the automatic isn't popping up. You know what? I actually just realized too, as I'm looking at this, yeah, that has to be adjusted again too. I knew, like I said, I knew this was going to take some time to get back into a groove of things. But yeah, like I just noticed that, Ryan, salute, bro. I just noticed that even like the messages aren't popping up intermediately like they once were. Dan, appreciate you, man. Thank you. But there you guys have it. The SeatGeek Vault line 347-471-0361. Call in, sound off. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. You know what we're here for. Let's go. Do not disturb is off. Now we just waiting to see the calls that we get. Let's go. Run it up. And yeah, one more time. Appreciate you, Ronnie. T Severe said, appreciate you. Space Juice, my goal is to get big enough to get Hammer on a show. Bro, you ask, and I got you. That's it. Like, look, I'm a nobody. I ain't shit. Clearly, I ain't shit. L Rocket, what's good, man?
Acknowledge me.
Good to see you in the chat. Putting up 225, easy peasy. All right, I'm waiting. I don't think we got anything yet, but do not disturb is off. The vault line is open, so call on in, guys. Sound off. We get to obviously, you know what we do here. We talk Raiders. You guys ask your questions. You guys give me your opinions on things. What you think the season's gonna be like, and then again, as we go along, throughout the season, obviously we're gonna have plenty of things to talk about. I do have some new things that I'm gonna be bringing to you throughout the season. Some new segments, various guests, and you guys are not gonna want to miss out. I just saw a full dude in full camo on an e-bike waiting at a left hand. Oh my goodness. Adam, I appreciate you. Thank you. Come on, guys, run it up. If not, we can end this. Like I said, I wasn't prepared. I was out and got the alert that AP was doing the presser, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time. Because you guys know how we do it. We would do AP's pressers, we would do the other pressers, and we do have our first caller. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Hammer, this one call say welcome back, man. Miss you.
Appreciate you, man.
For Raiders from California City. I can't talk while my voice is going out. But just want to say welcome back, man. We miss you.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
See you later.
All right, man. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Little Tigers.
What's good, bro?
Oh, what's good? Glad to see you back.
Appreciate you.
My question to you is, what do you consider a successful season for us this year?
A successful season for us would consist of taking one of two from the Chiefs, also getting into the playoffs, whether it being us winning the division, which I know is kind of a stretch. For those that don't know, Patrick Mahomes since he's been a Chief in the AFC against the AFC West, he is 30-5. Even if we got in as a wild card and can make a run deep into the playoffs, that to me would be a successful season.
The comment that AP made today, how he said all players are going to play during the preseason, is that also including all the starters?
Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
I said that comment that AP made today about everyone's going to play during the preseason, is that including the starters?
Yes. It doesn't mean that they're going to play a whole game of the preseason. And we talked about this a couple of minutes ago. Going back to how it was years ago, where you would see the starters out there multiple series or even a quarter or even a whole first half, but everybody needs to get that work in. And really, like, it's not a good look when you don't have your starters getting the reps that they need. Go into the regular season, you start shitting the bed the first 2-3 games, and we know what our schedule looks like to open up this season. So it's best that the starters definitely get their reps in full pads against these teams in the preseason by any means necessary.
Oh, I have one more question.
All right.
Do we have joint practices or no?
I think we have a joint practice with, oh my God. It's not the Vikings. I think we might have one with either the Cowboys or the Rams. I cannot remember at the top of my head right now. Somebody will probably answer that for me in the chat. Again, it's been almost 3 months, so I can't remember off the top of my head.
Glad to see you back on.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Yo, for those that are welcoming me back, whether it being in the chat or calling in, guys, thank you. Thank you. And again, at the tail end of the show, I'm gonna talk my piece. Do I have any surprise cuts at the moment? I don't. I really don't. That running back room is still another one that's a little bit up in the air for me. I don't know. I don't think the cuts would really, I don't think any of the cuts at this point in time would really surprise me just by looking at what potentially our 53 can look like. So no, not at the moment. Number 1, Tool Tree. What's up, bro? Appreciate you. I'm on leg day. My legs look like Darren McFadden. Yeah, y'all are crazy. Salute to L Rocket again on the super. And we got another call. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hammer, what's good, brother? It's your boy Hug.
What's up, bro? How are you?
Oh, I'm damn good, man. Good to see you on. I'm gonna send you $20 to get that hair fixed up, though. So,
bro, you know I'm not cutting it, right? I haven't. Honest to God, I have not cut this since January.
Damn. Is there a special occasion, or you just F it, I'm gonna do it?
Wanted to do something different, and the compliments I've gotten, especially like when I actually put the work in for it, everybody's like, "Yo, that actually looks pretty good on you." So yeah.
Had a kid. Well, I called in just to say, it's damn good to see you back online. Always a pleasure to moderate the chat and have fun. And I just wanted to get a little bit of your thoughts on what you've seen so far this offseason, Raiders-wise, because we haven't heard from you in a minute.
I loved what we did. I loved what we did throughout the offseason, at least like when it came to free agency. The last time I was on was after the draft, and the draft I gave it, if I remember correctly, I gave our draft a B+. I think it would have been an A had we gotten a quarterback, moved up to get a quarterback, but I like where we're at right now. I love the draft picks that we got. Brock It's definitely going to be something special, and I'm looking forward to seeing that 2 tight end set and see both of these guys. Now you're going to have Mayer in his sophomore year, full workouts, no combine, no draft, none of that stuff. Like, he had a full off season. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do, but I'm definitely excited to see what this offense can be capable of doing. And it's also a matter of who is taking the reins at the quarterback position.
Yeah, yeah. I think Aiden still might have it. That's who I'm rooting for. But I mean, Minshew's not a bad fallback if he's got to be your second string. So
right,
that looks good. And the defense just going to mature even more. They've pushed themselves into the top 5 defense in the last 8 games of the season last year. And it's just going to, like you said, it's up to Getsy and what he can do offense-wise and if he can truly utilize all the weapons.
I think being able to have and this is no disrespect, I'm calling it as I see it. I think having a competent offensive line also is going to play a part in the success of this offense this season. We have plenty of weapons outside of that offensive line. Again, the running back room, I'm still a little questionable about. Let's see what Zeus does now that it's pretty much his job. He's the number one right now. I think having a competent line is what's going to play a huge part in how successful our offense can be this season.
What's your predicted burn rate on JPJ first year?
Say that again.
Especially with the injury.
Say it again.
I said, what is your predicted burn rate in terms of JPJ playing as a starter in year 1, especially with the injury in the offseason?
I still think he's going to be there. I think he's probably going to be starting for us at right guard. This was a guy that Pierce really, really liked, and going through their process prior to the draft. I think he's going to be there as our starting right guard, and I'm 1,000% here for it. He's another one that I'm more looking forward to seeing. Like, I do want to see our starters in this preseason, don't get me wrong. But I absolutely want to see these rookies. I just want to get a little more. I want to get a small sample size of what to potentially expect from them going into their first year in the league.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, it's always good talking to you, Hammer. Love you, man. I'm going to let you get to some more callers and the rest of your show.
Appreciate
Great to see you back, brother.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Shout out to one of the best mods I have in here. Hug. Appreciate you, brother. Much love. And thank you to each and every single one of y'all for the welcoming me back. Definitely means a lot. I still think we need a veteran cornerback. I think Jacorian is going to be just fine in his second year. I like Jacorian and Jack. I like, of course, Hobbs at the nickel. I'm here for it. Parm right guard, JPJ guard. Oh, that's right. You know what? Somebody told me about that not too long ago. And Dark, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. JPJ at left guard, Parm, which I kind of was like a little surprised because we already saw the relationship and the tandem of Colton Miller and Dylan Parm. But yeah, thank you for correcting me on that because somebody told me about that a couple of weeks ago. I totally forgot about that. T. Severe just said the same thing. Chris, yeah. Do you want to go grab Gilmore vet corner? Think he still has more in the tank? This is one thing that I always say to you guys. It depends on what their asking price is. I don't want to bring in another vet, and then pull some shit like Marcus Peters did. I was so embarrassed when that happened and just watching his lack of play. Like, you were there just for a bag, dude. Like, you pulling that Olay bullshit and just letting people get by you, the arm tackling. Like, no. This regime believes in Corey and Bennett. If they didn't, they would. There you go. Van City. He just nailed it. There you go. Gilmore would be a good vet for helping out the youngsters. We're gonna be absolutely. I definitely believe we are as well, and that's one thing I've been excited about. Is like what both sides of the ball in regards to the offensive line and defensive line look like right now. Like, I love it. The only position I've been nervous about going into this season is the quarterback position, but I think we're gonna be just fine. Another Matador Peters will not. Thank you. I'm good, Free. I'm good. Thank you. Like, I see it the same way. Yeah, Peters pissed us all off. Should have had more pride playing for us. Absolutely. Pretty sure, like, I guarantee you his cousin is probably embarrassed, too, to say that that he came and played for us and did what he did. Like, dude, you didn't play like a Raider in any way, shape, or form. We got the top tackler out of the SEC with DeCamerion Bennett, who would be a great nickel because his tackling. Yeah. Fast play, I say let him play. AP saw that old ABS by me. Absolutely. He tried to talk to him about it, and Peters wanted to act like a little spoiled brat. He's gone. Good. Rightfully so. If I was in that position as a head coach, same thing. Get the hell out. Don't come back. You won't be missed. Guys, vote line is still open if anybody wants to call in. Somebody's got to tell me where we are on the clock because I think we've been on 40 minutes, so that's good. Like, I think we're good right now. And we do have another caller. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on? Severe from LA.
What up, bro? How are you?
I'm awesome, man. How about yourself? Good to see you back on, man.
Appreciate you.
Excuse me. I'm just got done working out. I'm breathing harder than Drake at a high school girls basketball game right now. So yeah, I gotta.
Good God.
Excuse me. But yeah, man. Just wanted to call in, man. Say what's up. I know some people talking about Gilmore, as you kind of said, man. I don't see why Gilmore would come to us outside of money. Like, I don't think we're a team that's really ready to compete immediately for a Super Bowl. I don't think he has any links to anybody on the coaching staff or any like ties to the area. So outside of us offering some money, I don't see him, coming to the Raiders. Unfortunately, I think the regime showed that they either have a lot of faith in Jacorian Bennett to man a spot, or they really love Brandon Faison because they had him on injury reserve, and then when he came off injury reserve, he essentially was burning a roster spot, just sitting there, not doing anything to the very end of the year. So I think they're going to probably run with those two guys. Ideally, Jacorian steps up, and we got a young tandem at corner with him and Jack. And we have two of the more athletic corners in the league, so I think that would be ideal. Interested to get your thoughts on the draft, man. I know a lot of people are loving that Brock Bowers pick. Were you high on Bowers?
I was stunned, and I don't know. You might have to look back on the channel. I definitely put the short out when we drafted him. And shout out to my guy Jake. You guys know our village Charger fan. He covers the Chargers on his channel. Is a great friend. We did the draft together. So I put out a short when that pick came in. I was shocked because ultimately we know what we needed. And it was like, if we're not getting a quarterback, we have to get one of these offensive linemen. And you know what? Everything seemed to work itself out. You have a Swiss Army knife in Brock Bowers. You were able to get JPJ in the second round. Like, you couldn't make this up because a lot of these analysts, a lot of these draft experts had him going 19th, 20th, 21st overall.
Yeah.
So for us to get him, it was just, you couldn't ask for anything better. We pretty much addressed every single piece that we needed to fill. The only thing that we didn't was the quarterback position. We know what Atlanta did. They threw a huge wrench in that draft, taking Penix 8th overall. But ultimately, and I said this, without us getting a quarterback, I gave this draft class a B+.
Okay. Yeah, I was a guy, I wasn't feeling the Bowers pick. No, I'm a big fan of JPJ. And I feel like this. if you just told me, like, just generic NFL team, their first 2 picks were Brock Bowers and Jackson Powers Johnson, I'm saying that's A+. That's A+ draft. But for us specifically, I don't think we needed a tight end at that spot, or even like a big slot at that spot. I felt we should have gone elsewhere, and especially after hearing there were 2 trade offers that came in. I think one to get us down to 15, and one to get us down to 19. And if you get us down to 15, I think we still miss out on Fuaga. There's still another right tackle that was on the board, though. I think the guy from Washington was still on the board. We still had our pick of any. I think, but.
I still ultimately think like we definitely, that front office, Antonio Pierce included in that war room, they had such an incredible draft. And I think that it's going to show itself out on the field. Like, I can't wait to see what, like I said, I'm looking forward to the preseason to get the small sample size of the rookies, but I cannot wait to see ultimately who's going to start, how many of these guys that we did draft are going to start, and what they're going to be capable of at the next level in the NFL. Like, I'm here for it right now.
Nah, same here. I think Mayer's in a revenge season. I'm looking forward to seeing what Lobby does. I actually like two of our undrafted guys in Tulu Griffin and Ramel Keaton. I think they can be guys that may sneak on the roster, especially Tulu at a returner. He may even make some noise at a wideout, man. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time, man. Just want to say welcome back, man. Shoot the shit with you for a little bit, man. And yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at you, man. I got to get you on the show soon.
Definitely, bro. We'll definitely talk. Take care, bro.
All right, you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't had this person call in a very, very, very long time. We wanted to give her her own segment, but we haven't heard from her again in a very, very, very long time. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're going to have our segment right now. It is Bring the Heat with Elite. How are you?
I'm doing great, Hammer. How you doing? It's good to hear you. Oh, man, I'm ready, though. I'm telling you this season, I'm ready. I'm prepared. As much as I talk shit and I speak with a abundance of confidence, sometimes I can get, what's that called? Self-conscious. But I'm ready. I'm ready to grab the mantle. But I wanted to I just wanted to hit on training camp. This training camp, the way they're doing it, I love it. I love it. I love the seclusion. This team has been through so much shit, like over these past 10 seasons, the way they did things, the ups, the downs. They needed to just be all internal. I call it the inside job. Inside job, inter squad scrimmaging. Like I said, for us who played high-level sports collegiately, whatever you've done, like, you understand what it means when you just block out everybody. No fans, no outside media, okay? No joint practices. It's y'all. And that's it. And you go head up and you grind and you understand this is mission building for real. To have a mission-driven team is like what this shit is all about. People can say, let's win a championship. I want to do this. I want to do that. But I'm just talking about when you get the collective together, those men that get their minds molded and shit like that and get them going in the right direction. This right now for this moment with this team, it's a must. They had to do it this way. And so that lets me know, like you said earlier, AP's listening to those veterans, the other coaches, the Joe Fieldings and Marvin Lewis, and what they got to do to get this shit playing at a caliber that Raider Nation deserves to see, and that those players deserve to have. For as much millions as they make, at the end of the day, when you play ball, you want to win. People become cynical over time, but go ahead, man. I'm so fired up.
No, I hear you, and that's what it's all about, right? What are the 3 words that have been embedded in silver and black for now 65 years? Mm-hmm. What are those 3 words?
Just win. This is just win. Just win, baby. You got to.
This is where we're at, and I love the fact that AP is here as our head coach now. Like, I've said it time and time again from the time he took over. Like, look, he's bringing back that old school Raider way. This is why I love this organization. This is what made me love this organization. That in your face, knock your dick in the dirt, no fucks given mentality. That was how I played, and I was like, this is my team. This is my team 1,000%. Like, this is what we've all been waiting for a very, very long time. Like I said, we know when it comes to our division who we have to run through, and we know who's at the top of the food chain. Again, Patrick Mahomes as a starter for the Chiefs against the AFC West. He is 30-5. We need to humble. We gotta humble his ass this year again and try to get at least one of those 2 games.
Got to. You got to. And for the other regimes that were here, the Gruden regime, and even that brief period with McDaniels tour, I would give them this. They were still building a roster to beat Kansas City.
Yep.
They were not hitting on, they was missing on what they was missing on. They was hitting on what they hit on. But they were still in the progress of building a roster to beat the Chiefs. And we've had glimpses of it. Because if people talk all that shit about the Raiders, but within the division, those losses primarily came from Raider games. Not Broncos.
Right.
Not the Chargers, the Raiders. If he 30-something-5, 3 of those games losses are Raider losses.
Yep. I'm looking at it from this standpoint as well. Like, look, I said I don't want to give an overall prediction for the team this year, but I do see the Raiders, and don't kill me when I say this to you guys. I'm seeing the Raiders probably finishing second in the division, sneaking in the wild card.
Okay.
I think the Chargers are going to be third, and I think Broncos are going to continue to be at the bottom of the barrel and let the streak continue because they are still yet to beat the Las Vegas Raiders. So take that to the bank.
Exactly. Exactly. But I'm not gonna hold them because I know other Raider fan want to hop on with you, Hammer. But I'm looking forward to it, and whenever you going live, if my schedule permits, I'm ready to go.
So,
but I'm looking forward to the season. Like I like to say.
Please don't be a stranger. I'm really glad to hear your voice again. It's been a very long time since I've heard from you, let alone see you in the chat, and it definitely means a lot. So thank you so much.
No doubt. Have a great show, and I'll be in the chat listening to the rest.
Thanks. Take care. Shout out to Bring the Heat with Elite. That was dope as always. And again, it's been a long time, so I was really, really glad to hear from her. Reminds me of how Mark Jackson got the Warriors going, us against the world. Look, this is how it should always be with us because we know how the media is. We heard all the garbage that has been spewed from various outlets. I was hearing it from ESPN Radio a couple of weeks ago. They were right back on the trading Devontae Adams to the Jets. And I'm just like, this is what, year 3 that you guys are trying to do this? Like, stop. It's not happening. We have to have that mentality. Us against the world. Why not us? You know, my rally cry, and I think the rally cry is going to be like this for years to come. Like, just win, baby, commitment to excellence, but also fuck your adversity. Like, we're coming. We're bringing the noise. We're going to lay some people out, and we're going to have fun doing it this year. Mark my words. What a great day. All my homies all day today. I appreciate y'all. We have been on for 54 minutes, I believe. If I remember correctly, I think Space Beast was the one keeping track of that. And we did get one new sub while we've been on. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's run this back up. Again, we were very close to 9K. We should be over 9K at this point. But break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell. I'm going to put this on Do Not Disturb. We will take calls again the next time that we're live, whenever that happens. It feels great to be back on here with you guys. I just want to take a moment. Training camp started. Hammer is live. AP speaks. All is right in the world. The NFL has been placed on notice. I'll probably call in your next show, bro. Great show. Oos, thank you. So, I've said this before. I'm gonna close out after this, but I've said this before, and this is something that I've never taken lightly. But mental health is definitely something that is incredibly serious, and it's like more now than ever. It's just, as times have gone on, things have just in the world seem to have gotten a lot worse. I'm not gonna be on a soapbox. I'm not gonna talk politics because I don't do that shit. But at the same time, like, there's decisions that you make as a person in life that could be good, could be bad, could hurt you or could hurt others around you. I just want to take the time with the things that I've gone through over these last few months to apologize to my family and people that have been incredibly close to me for a very, very long time. They know who they are. One thing I would never want to do is let anybody down or disappoint. And I did. And I'm paying for it. And I guess it's a lesson learned in life. But again, to my brothers, to my family, I love you guys. I'm trying not to cry, but like after this recent trip that I took, like I'm looking at life in a very, very different way. Working on myself one day at a time. That's the best way I can put it. But to be back on here with you guys, for those that have reached out over these 3 months, it has meant a lot. It has definitely been good for my mental health. And again, like I'm looking at names in the chat, and like these are ones that have been loyal, that have been watching. We're going into year 4, and you guys have been a lot of you have been here from the beginning, and it means the world to me to see you guys in here right now, for you guys watching, welcoming me back. Those that have called in, just, it's great to see you. Welcome back. We missed you. People that were reaching out over these 3 months just to check on me and make sure I was okay. Like, it means a lot more to me than you'll ever know. And at the same time, like, I know that I also need to be able to prioritize things and prioritize things the right way. And that's what I'm trying my best to do right now. So I'm actually starting to feel like this shit in my chest right now. But I appreciate each and every single one of y'all that pulled up. Like I said, if news breaks, if there's a presser, if I am around, I will be on. You guys know when the season starts, it's a whole different ball game where you get my overreaction Monday. You get the weekly presser, whoever our starting quarterback is, and Devontae Adams. You'll get the AP press conference. You'll get the weekly matchups. You will get the game, the live commentary, the live play-by-play, the full functioning scoreboard, all that fun stuff. We're here, guys. We're here. I'm here. And I'm looking forward to the 2024 season. I see Ty Davis is in the chat. Salute, 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 bro. Appreciate you. Your hat should be on its way. Chris, I appreciate you. Zion, appreciate you. Demokes, appreciate you. That's my guy. Every time I'm out in Vegas, I always see Demokes. There's never a time I haven't seen Demokes. Let's go. Adam, I appreciate you. All right, we're going to wrap it up. For those that haven't already, and again, I should have had a bunch of you just send the bat signal out. Break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions in the house that Hammer built by the nation for the nation. Raider Nation News Today. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. Apparently, there's a new COVID strand out, so always, not just because COVID's around again, but always remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all. And of course, as always, on my New York, peace, love, and positivity. I'm outro.